There you go. That was a lot easier. This is a pretty nice size log. It don't fall off whenever I get it tightened down. I don't know if I should jack up the front on this one. That's what it kind of looks like. Get a better board out of it. This is pretty big on this end here. What is on that end? So let's see what I can do here. Yeah, it's a cold day today. Well, colder than normal, but normally been. I know that. But I got everything all greased up, and it's ready. Should be gas in it. I put some in the last time. I don't use that much gas. I just thought I had that big red jack back here. Nowhere? Well, that's strange.
We took it down the house, remember?
For what? I said I'll leave it up here. Okay, I found my big red jack. I need this block here. I can get it out of here. Just pull it up. I keep leaving this outside. It's going to get all rusted. Make sure it's pretty close to that. Those backstops. I'll have to pick it up a little bit here. There it goes. Careful, get ready to jack it up. I'm just not going to come up too far. I have to do it the old way here because I didn't buy the other piece for it. I'd say that looks pretty good. Tighten this piece up here. And I'll get that first piece cut and then turn this log over and I'll have a flat side there. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe a little bit more. We'll get her close, that's for sure. Nah, that don't look too bad. What do you think? Okay, I got it level across there. These are, you can get some really nice pieces of wood out of some of this if you're going to make crafts and stuff, especially the ones with the knots in it. You know, if you slice the top of it off, a lot of times, you know, you can get that one really nice piece of wood inside there. I don't know. I'll go ahead and cut one and see what it looks like, and then I gotta drop that backstop down. I don't know if it's gonna make a big difference on that or not. I don't want to hit it with the blade. That's be my luck. Come on, see, like I said, when I first bought the thing, I whacked one of these, and it doesn't take much to cut it off, that's for sure. I should have loosened that up in the front. I didn't think that was up that high. Yeah, I didn't think it was up. Whoop, that ain't no good either. That fell clear down. Didn't want that. Had my one of my brothers, he's down there trying to get ready for winter. He's left a little bit behind on his firewood this year. I told him he better get started. Okay, let's see what we got here. I want to go ahead and see if I'm gonna take probably a thin layer off the top of this, and then we'll see the second one that I cut and see what type of wood I get out of it. And then of course, like I said, I'm still building those. I'm making that wood 1 by 8. So okay, let's see what we got. I haven't started it, but put water in it, greased it all up. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, she's cold. Woo! Pretty sure I got that gas on. I think it's just a little cold. See, it's a nice piece of wood there. As you can see, it's a real nice piece of wood for crafts, especially if you're going to make like well, you wouldn't make a cutting board out of this because this wood's too soft, but there's some other boards I'm making that you hang up, kind of looks like cutting boards, and this would be really nice to have some of this grain in that board. The ones I'm making, you might make it, you know, with a handle on it, and then you put some like words on it, and you stick it up on your like kitchen wall or something like that. So and there's some other things you can do with that too. You can probably cut it off here and here, and then put a picture on it hanging on a wall, you know, cut it maybe a 1-inch board. That's really nice. There's, you know, maybe a plaque or something. The wood turns out really nice when you put some clear coat on it, especially like varnish or something like that. So okay, we got this jacked up. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this completely over. I was going to go ahead and cut another piece off of here, but since this is already set up, it'd be a lot better to turn it over because it's already got that first cut on it. Well, let's get this jack out of here. I'm for sure this is gonna drop backwards on me. There you go. That dropped down pretty good there. That's what's nice about you know, having a sawmill. It just takes a little bit of time to get the lumber, your boards dried out, so you can, if you're going to make projects and stuff, it's nice to have that. And also having access to get the, you know, someplace to get the lumber or the logs. Yeah, if you don't got a place to get the logs, you might as well just hang it up. Too expensive. They want a lot of money. You get a truckload of logs. I mean, it could cost you, you know, $1,200, $1,400, maybe more than that. Truckload of logs. So they do get a little pricey on the lumber, the logs I meant, you know. See, now I didn't like the way when I first put this on here. Shove this thing back, it's noisy. Try to get this thing back further. There. Now I built a cable, kind of a cable system. It had a winch on the front here before, and you can actually take the log up here and then hook on my I guess you want to call them tongs, like ice pick tongs, or what you call them, and then use the winch and pull the log forward if it was back too far. But if it was back too far, then, you know, you had to have some way to work the log back. So that's why I use that bar. I mean, it works pretty good. Sometimes I can't do it. I have to use a tractor to help me do it, but I don't want to get too much shifting around on here with that, on that track, because I don't want to knock that track off. So I hope that leveled it out a little bit. You know, when I jacked that log up a little bit on that one side. I always wanted to buy one of those things that you put on the front there. You know, it's just the same thing. It's like a hydraulic jack on it, but it has a couple of rollers on it. Norwood sells it, but pretty pricey. But this don't work too bad. I mean, you can make something to help lift that up, but it don't have to be what they got. You know, if you had some concrete on a bottom of it, be nice, you know, something like that. Well, let's see where we're at here. I better take it down a little more. Doesn't look too bad. Always get those little knots right on the end there, like that. Just pull it over and let her cut. Okay, we have 2 flat sides. I took a good bit off of that one. I did that on purpose because I want to go ahead and get it done. I can always put that back up on there and cut something out of it. I want some boards out of it. But I'm looking for the 8 inches, what I'm looking for. So I should be able to flip this one up. I need a, well, yeah, this will probably be about the straightest side. So I'll just try this. There we go. What the heck's holding it? Oh, there's a stump on the bottom of that one. So that's going to have to be shoved forward a little bit because it's not going to allow that one piece right here. Look, right here I think it is, huh? No, actually it's holding up here. I'll take the saw and cut that off. So better go get the chainsaw, huh? Let's get this thing started here and give it a shot and see if I can cut that piece off. Come on. That should work. It's just a kind of a, I guess a stump, you want to call it, sticking out on this one side. And so whenever I go to take it and flip it, like flip it over, it's wanting to hit that one of those bars underneath. And if you flip it over, of course, it's going to want to pick it up. So by cutting off, it's going to allow me to kind of lay it flat. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to allow it to lay flat a little bit. I got another one. Yeah, right there. Just a small one right there too. Not very big. Very small. That can actually be, I could probably just shove that bar, shove the wood backwards a little bit further. Sometimes I'll run into a log similar to this or something, and man, it can be a pain to cut. Because they're not a real, like what they call a veneer piece of wood, where there's no limbs coming out. It's just straight and real nice to cut. And I normally don't run into too many. There is some, like maybe the poplar. It's not too bad. You can, this one here is a piece of poplar, but I don't know. I don't know what happened to this one. But yeah, normally I don't have that too much trouble. There we go. Looks pretty square on the back post, or the stop back post, something like that. I guess whatever you want to call them. Backrest. I just call them back posts because they're in the back and they're like posts, straight up and down. So that's why I call them back posts. I really don't know what they call them. Stoppers, something. I have to look that up. Maybe I'm not saying it right. I don't know. All right, let me go ahead and cut some off of this thing, and then I mean, you could see the big bow in this one, but there's going to be some wood out of here. If I get this side here down here somewhere and get it flat, then I can flip it over and I'll start with a square, and then I should be able to get 8 inches as long as I stay up here somewhere. If I go down too far, I'm going to be coming in too much with it, because I like to get probably 8 inches off of this part right here. So we'll go ahead and try that. Let me go ahead and get this thing started back up. It was cold when I first started. I don't know. I might have to take that air breather off of there again and clean that air breather. I don't know. Kind of seems like it's going to something a little bit there. I put new gas filter. Well, I did a video, I think I did, on doing the gas filter. Putting one in it. See, I'm going to stay about 15 inches. Oh, I'll take another piece off of that. See what it's going to look like. Always got to check and see if I got them posts down low enough on that back side. I don't feel like hitting them. See, that's just, I don't know if I broke that one. I don't know, that's the second one it broke. I'm not going through them any faster than I did any other one, so. Take a look at it here. Well, let's get into it. See what we got. Find a reason why this jumped off or broke. I know the last one I had broke. I just maybe not tight enough. That's what I would say, just not tight enough. I didn't check that either. The other day I didn't check and see how tight this would be. Let's see what it looks like over here. Oh, we got a belt popped off. So it looks to me like that's what knocked it off, is the belt. It could be, I don't know, if it's loose. I never had a belt pop off before. I like to keep that blade if I can. It don't look like it bent or anything. Let's go ahead and take that blade off of there. Then I'll have to come back in it, find out why that thing popped off of there. There it is. Sometimes a bent blade will throw that shit off, but I don't think it did. I think the blade's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's the blade. Let's put the blade over here. Okay, now the tensioner, maybe it needed tightened up a little bit. Once they get a little wear on them, you know, you got to go back and do a little tightening on it, but it might have been. It's hard to say. Let's see what it's doing here. I changed that belt, but it looks like it's pretty much wore out. I have to put a new one on there. Yeah, it's not really that tight. Could be a build-up. You know, it could have been a build-up from... can you still see me in that thing? Okay. It could be a build-up from sawdust, you know, that's got up on top of the belt and then just flipped it off. A small chunk of wood, I've had a small chunk of wood actually throw my blade off, that would come in through here somewhere, you know what I mean, into the, maybe in the road, might come up through here, and that would jump it off. But it looks to me like the belt's got a little bit of wear on it. It's starting to cut a little bit, so I need to go ahead and adjust this, tighten that belt just a little bit. It's got a little tug here on it. Put it back on there, check it out, and make sure I thought I had this wheel lined up over here with that blade, but I don't think I did. I think it was off a little bit, and I just went ahead and said heck with it and just leave it alone. So let me see if I got a wrench or something to fit this one, because that's basically, it's all it is, just to tighten this up here. I should have something. I have a pressure wrench. If it's big enough, it should be. Maybe tighten it up a little bit. That's what it looks like. It came loose. You don't want it too tight, because then you're pulling a lot on this wheel right here, but it's got to be tight enough it ain't gonna come off. Let's turn it and see what it's gonna do. What was that? Alright, we got something there. Let me see. Right there. Belt cut. That belt has got a cut in it right in here. I'll probably take that thing back off of there. So it's going to need a belt. I could probably take that one off and just go to the auto parts store, and that's what I'm going to probably do. I hit that pulley too much. Let's get this up off here, because it ain't going to work coming back on there. That's for sure. It ain't. Whoop. Kept driving, didn't it? Okay, let's see what that belt does. Okay, so we would say, where'd it go? I'm on, where you at? Right here. See now that belt's really no good. See, it's got one heck of a cut in it. I would say that when the blade jumped off, it's cut it. But it could have busted there too. It looks like a little frere, whatever you want to call them, frares. I guess that's what you call them. It could have just busted there, and that's what caused the blade to jump off of this. Because I never had any problem with using it, not line everything up like I said, but it could be either way. You know what I'm saying? It can be either way. So we're gonna have to buy us a belt. Okay, what I see is we're going to take this this belt, and we'll get it measured out, and then we're going to run into maybe a Royal King or something like that. We'll take the belt with us, and or maybe Tractor Supply, and get a belt matched up, and get it put back on there and get it run again. But like I said, it's more, I look at it, the belt's actually departing. I mean, the more I move it, that's the crazy thing, because every time I move it, it seems like the belt's more departing. It's actually coming apart. So according to that, it's just you know, had a little bit of a defect or something in the belt for right now. That's what I can see. I don't think for 1 minute that blade sliced that big of a part, because it's just falling apart. It's actually coming apart on me now. So it probably lost its strength and then just popped off. Easy fix, nothing big about it. We'll leave this up on here. Put this back into the building, and then I will run out maybe later tomorrow or something, or maybe later today or something, and pick me up a belt, and we'll be back in business. It did not hurt the blade, so that's a good thing. That's a plus, because they're, like I said, they're around 30 bucks or more. And this is a new one. I just stuck this on here. I've never had any problem with them before, but could have been the first. But it looks to me like the belt busted on it. So we're going to get that fixed. There's no problem there. I just want to set this up on there so it'll be out of the road. I should pull that little one off. I don't know. It was hard. I tried to find one before with that little one. I'm going to go ahead and order it. There shouldn't be any big slack in this other one too. I mean, it should be pretty much, when you put that belt on there, you should have to pry it on with something like a screwdriver or something. But when they get a big slack, I've seen some come way out, then that's the time that belt needs to be changed, or you got too big of a belt, because that's not it for it. I'm telling you, I've already went through that before, and it's just not the way it works. Then belts are designed to be as close as they can to that wheel. There's no space between them. So, okay, we're getting ready to go look for a belt so we can get this thing back running again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if got any comments or anything, just leave them down below, and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.